Okay, so I told some friends of mine in Harlem once room tonight on Blog TV that I would tell them this story. There's a friend of mine, Ralph Bull, who's an ambulance driver. He's been a driver of squads for about 10 years now. He's also the head of his station for the EMT center. Now, here's what he told me. At about 4 in the morning one morning, they got a call that there was a bunch of debris on the road, and there was a guy pulled over on the side of the road who was passed out at a steering wheel. They got the call from the highway patrol because several people had called in saying there was some kind of debris on the road. So Ralph and his partner got into the squad, and as they started to go down the road towards where they could see the car parked, every couple of feet, the squad kept hitting something. They kept hearing thump, thump. A couple of feet go by, thump, thump. A couple more feet go by, and etc. Well, when they pull up to the drunk guy's car, they're looking at the front of his car, and there's an obvious giant brown stain and a piece of bike handlebars in the grill. So they check on this guy, they see he's still breathing, and they call for a backup squad because Ralph's partner saw something on the edge of the road that looked like a person. He walks over to where the guy is. I'll tell you right now, it was a body. There was a twisted metal bike frame up against the guardrail where this guy was laying, and the guy was laying on the ground. When Ralph's partner flashed the flashlight at the guy to see if he was conscious or not, he realized the guy had no top to his head. Literally, from here up was gone. Peeled back like somebody had taken a hat off this guy's head. And when they looked closer, there was nothing inside. The pieces of debris were from this guy's brain, because as they started to clean the road, it was pieces of gray matter. So they called the cops, and the cops had to come out where the squad was. A lady coming down this way of the highway, they were on this side. The lady coming down this way saw the squad and the cops, pulled over through the median, and pulled up where the cops were. She said, "I was by this way 3 hours ago, and I called you guys that there was something wrong." She said, "The part I didn't tell you because I was scared was I saw this guy clip the dude on the bike." And they said, "Why didn't you tell us?" She said, "My husband said that I needed to tell you. I honestly was not going to, because she was a witness to a major accident." Well, basically what had happened was the guy on the bicycle had no helmet at all. And when the drunk driver went up near the guardrail, he hit the bike from the back, ran over the guy on the bike, drug him underneath the car, dragged this guy for another 30 feet. The guy fell out from under the car, and then the car crashed into the guardrail 10 feet later. Because the guy had no helmet, when he went under the car, the bottom of the car took off the top of his head, peeled it back like a diving cap, and all of his brains went all over the road. The cop, Ralph, and his partner all concluded that if this guy had wore a helmet at the angle he was going, his face would have been messed up, but he may have actually survived, because he didn't die when the car hit him. The point of death was somewhere after this guy's car let go of this dude. Basically, what the coroner told Ralph when Ralph went back to ask him was, the guy's brain was severed in such a way that it was an immediate death after he come out. Now, you can look at that as fortunate that the guy felt no pain, from being drugged, or you can look at what kind of tension had to be on his body for him to have to feel being drugged under that car, having his face completely scratched to bits, and all before his head was taken off. Think about it. An helmet rests here. So if the helmet would have hit the ground, it would have stopped. The top of the helmet would have stopped this guy's face from getting it. His chin would have got it, and his chest. But he would have survived and could have had constructive to be okay, because when they checked it out, he didn't have any broken limbs, guys. The only thing that killed this guy literally was his brain disconnecting from his body. That's why I said there is no way in hell I will ever ride a bicycle without a helmet. Because if there's one chance of me living, even after something like that, I'd still rather have that one chance. So, there you go. That's the thump bit, and now you know why I always wear a helmet when I ride a bicycle.